Manchester United fans, there is big news coming out of Europe, and it could change everything for the team next season. The club is now very interested in signing Alphonso Davies from Bayern Munich. This is not just a small rumor, it is something serious that many people are now talking about. And if this move happens, it could solve one of Manchester United's biggest problems. Right now, Manchester United has been struggling in many areas, but one position that fans always talk about is the left-back position. Over the past few seasons, the club has used different players there, but there have been injuries, inconsistent performances, and sometimes a lack of energy on that side of the pitch. This is why the idea of bringing in Alphonso Davies is very exciting for the fans. Davies is known as one of the fastest players in the world. When you watch him play, it almost looks like he is flying on the field. He can run from defense to attack in seconds. This is something that modern football needs. Teams today want players who can defend well but also help in attack, and Davies is one of the best at doing both. At Bayern Munich, Davies has already shown his quality at the highest level. He has played in big matches, including the UEFA Champions League, and he has helped his team win many trophies. He is not just a young player with potential, he is already experienced and knows what it takes to win. For Manchester United, signing a player like Davies would send a strong message. It would show that the club is serious about competing again with the top teams in England and Europe. Fans have been waiting for a big signing that can really improve the team, and this could be it. But the situation is not simple. Even though Bayern Munich is open to offers, they will not let Davies leave for a cheap price. He is still one of their most important players. They know his value, and they will want a big transfer fee if they decide to sell him. Also, Davies himself will have to agree to the move. Playing for Manchester United is a big opportunity, but it also comes with pressure. The club has a huge fan base, and every match is important. Some players enjoy this pressure, but others find it difficult. Another important thing is how Davies would fit into the team. Manchester United has a certain style of play, and the manager will need to make sure that Davies can adapt quickly. The good news is that Davies is very flexible. He can play as a traditional left back, but he can also play higher up the pitch as a winger if needed. This kind of flexibility is very important in modern football. Injuries happen, and teams need players who can play in different positions. Davies brings that advantage. He can help the team in many ways, not just in defense. Fans are already imagining what the team could look like with Davies on the left side. His pace could create more chances in attack. He could combine well with the wingers and midfielders. And in defense, his speed can help stop dangerous counterattacks from opponents. One thing that stands out about Davies is his energy. He never seems to get tired. Even in the last minutes of the game, he is still running, still trying to help his team. This is the kind of attitude that Manchester United needs right now. If you look at recent matches, you can see that sometimes the team struggles with intensity. They start games well, but later they lose energy. A player like Davies can help change that. He can bring life to the team, especially in difficult moments. Another reason why this transfer makes sense is the age of Davies. At 25 years old, he is at the perfect stage of his career. He is not too young and not too old. He has experience, but he still has many years ahead of him. This means Manchester United could benefit from him for a long time. From a business point of view, this is also a smart move. Players like Davies are popular around the world. They have fans in many countries, especially in Canada and across Africa. Signing him could increase the club's global reach and bring more attention to the team. But let's be honest, there will be competition. Other big clubs may also be interested in Davies. When a player of his quality becomes available, many teams start watching closely. Manchester United will need to act fast and be serious if they want to complete the deal. The club will also need to think about their budget. Transfers like this are expensive. It is not just the transfer fee, but also wages and other costs. The club must make sure that they are spending wisely and not creating problems for the future. There is also the question of squad balance. If Davies comes in, what happens to the current players in that position? Some players may have to leave, or they may become backups. This is always a difficult part of football, but it is necessary if the team wants to improve. Fans will have different opinions about this move. Some will be very excited and say this is exactly what the team needs. Others may worry about the cost or whether the player will adapt to the Premier League, which is known for its physical and fast style of play. But if you look at Davies' qualities, there is a strong reason to believe he can succeed. His speed, strength, and skill make him well suited for the Premier League. He already plays at a high level, so the transition may not be too difficult for him. Another interesting point is how this move could affect the team's style. With Davies, the Manchester United could play more attacking football. The left side would become more dangerous, and this could open up space on the right side as well. Football is all about balance. When one side becomes strong, it creates opportunities across the whole team. This is why a single signing can sometimes make a big difference. Supporters of Manchester United have been patient for a long time. They want to see their team return to the top. They want to compete for trophies again, not just fight for top four. A signing like Davies could be a step in that direction. Of course, nothing is guaranteed in football. Even the best players can struggle in a new environment. But taking risks is part of the game. If you want to succeed, you have to make bold decisions. As the summer transfer window gets closer, we will hear more news about this situation. There will be updates, rumors, and maybe even surprises. Fans will be watching closely, waiting to see what happens next. For now, all we know is that Manchester United is very interested, and Bayern Munich is open to offers. That alone makes this one of the most exciting stories to follow. Imagine the first game if Davies signs, the stadium full of fans, the excitement in the air, and everyone waiting to see what he can do. These are the moments that make football special. In the end, this transfer could be more than just a new player joining the team. It could be the start of a new chapter for Manchester United, a chapter where the club starts to rebuild, to improve, and to aim for greatness again. Fans will hope that the club makes the right decision and does everything possible to bring in the players needed to succeed. Alphonso Davies could be one of those players. So now we wait. Will the deal happen or will it fall apart? Only time will tell. But one thing is clear. This is a story that every football fan should keep an eye on. And if this move becomes real, it could be one of the biggest transfers of the summer and a very important step for Manchester United's future.